What is going on, everybody? It is me. It is your old pal, the original gamer, VCS. How are ya? And what are we looking at here today? Well, we're looking at a really cool game for the Atari 2600. This game is called Circus Atari. It is based on an arcade game that was called Circus, I think. But anywho, what is the premise of this game? Well, you use your paddle on your Atari. You moved your little springboard from left to right, and you had to kind of do this whole seesaw thing and bounce your dudes up in the air. And the object of the game was to pop all the balloons on the screen, clear the level, open up a new level of balloons to pop, and rinse, lather, and repeat. And do this for as long as you can until you eventually die and the game is over. There were 8 different variations of the game. Some of them you would bounce off the balloons, some of them you could actually go through the balloons. So you could use your game select button on your Atari and change all those settings. I'm just going to do the normal game 1, and we're going to see exactly how badly I do. I tell you what, it picks up the pace very quickly. The dudes start bouncing very quickly. And this is great classic old school lo-fi 8-bit animation. The dudes look like stick figures. They fall on the ground. It's kind of whimsical, you know. Very simple sound effects, but they got the point across. You know, you have just a very basic bouncing sound, a very basic balloon popping sound. Not a lot of music here. No music that I can hear, other than what I'm playing in the background right now on my playlist. But the game didn't have any music so far. Wow, it's busting my head wide open. So as you can see here, we've got different ones. So there's Breakout Circus, there's Breakthrough. You can have a couple of different options here. So actually my speed supposedly is on slow. Let's try the Breakthrough, which might make it a little bit easier. So in this case here, when I hit the balloons, I kind of go all the way through them. I don't ricochet off of them. So a couple different options there. There's 1-player and 2-player. The cool thing about the Atari 2600 too was that each player could have one of 2 difficulty modes. There was an actual switch for each player. So you had player 1 difficulty A or B and player 2 difficulty. So if you had like an adult playing against a kid, you could have the adult play harder than the kid, or you know, things like that. So there was a way to kind of handicap someone who was better or not as good, either way. So in the old days we had the old physical switches where you could switch your difficulty for each one. Cool stuff. So the difference here on Circus Atari with that game mode setting is if I could even get the guy up in the air high enough to pop the balloons, is that when they finally make it up there, they will go through and destroy every single balloon in their path. So, man, I'm doing so bad. So I'm doing this on the PC. This is from the Atari Vault, which is a way to emulate the Atari. So I'm going to go back to Breakout. What is barriers? I don't know what the barriers are. Let's take a look at what the barriers are. It's slow and fast. That was actually on slow. So, oh, barriers are those orange things there. Look at those things. Talk about making my life more difficult, right? Interesting. And so, yeah, I'm not using the paddle. I'm using my mouse, which, you know, mouse is, you think, pretty responsive. But I'm not sure what the better controller is for this one in this case here. I don't have a paddle-type device I can hook up to my PC. Barriers are a pain in the keister, I can tell you that much. But this was just a fun, simple game. You know, Breakout and Pong were such huge successes for their time, and they didn't take advantage of anything super revolutionary in the way of graphics or anything. So let's go back to, let's turn off the barriers. No barriers. My speed is already on slow, and it seems to, new balloons after a row is cleared, Breakout Circus, Breakthrough Circus. We're going to do Breakout, players 1. Let's try this again. 4 grins and giggles. I would love to clear 1 row or 1 whole playing field. You know, I'd love to clear one of these things and make it to a whole new playing field. It is a challenging game. I will give it that. What I do love about this Atari Vault collection is the scan lines. These scan lines look really good. These vertical scan lines on the screen really look like what the old TVs look like. I actually would, if I could, I would record these games on an old CRT television. I've got one, but I don't have a camera that will record it without it flickering. But I would love to one day find the right way to record off of the old CRT TVs, because there's just a look to those things that is so totally, yeah, like totally, wow. But it is so classic of what things look like, man. If you never saw an old glass tube television and just knew what, you know, how the games looked on those things, you got to see it to really feel it, you know? And so I've been really trying to capture that old school look in my videos, and it's hard to do when you're doing emulators or you're doing capture devices. The only way to really capture what a TV looked like is to use the TV. Man, this game is a pain in the butt. I want to try to clear one freaking round of this game. I don't know if rotating my mouse pad's going to have anything to do with this. I seriously doubt it. I'm looking for any excuse right now. None of them are working. Believe it or not, the game is pretty darn challenging. The seesaw action works pretty well. Oh man, and then as soon as he starts bouncing, he gets so fast. I love the way these guys, like their little arms and stuff are just flailing up in the air as they're bouncing. It's like, hey, look at me! Look at me, ma! Look at me! Top of the world, ma! What do you do in a situation like that? There's nothing you can do, but I want to desperately clear one whole screen of balloons, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. So far, it does not look like I am. Curse you, Circus Atari, and your demanding of a paddle, which I don't have. Get up there, you nut job. Get the heck up there. Man, they're taking a long frickin' time to get up there. Get up there. Dang. It is so sensitive. So sensitive. Dude, he just fell on his head. Come on, bro. Let me clear one field of dreams, one screen of balloons. Grant me this wish, will you, you evil, evil, evil people. I want to do it, Circus Atari. Oh. Looked like it was gonna get there. Curse you, Circus Atari. Come on, dude. Let a brother get some balloons, won't you? Yes, up there in the stratosphere. Getting those balloons, brother man. Whoa, that was so lucky. Come on, bros. Oh man, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Will I? Oh, it just refilled a row. Because I cleared that row, it just refilled it. So I think the game wants you to clear these rows in a certain order. See, new balloons after the row is cleared, after the screen is cleared. That's the default option there, after row is cleared. But I am so close to clearing a screen. I demand my justice. I demand my victory. I want to pop balloons. There's nothing you can do when you can't move any further over. Little springboards there that they... Oh, crikeys. Come on. You have to be kidding me. This is horrible. I demand to have my balloons pop, I tell you. Obviously, this game has no idea who I am. You know who I am, game? I am the original gamer, StevieStrow. I'm a YouTube something or another, and I demand some respect, and I'm not getting it from you. Oh my God, come on. Come on. Pop those frickin' balloons for the love of Pete already. Pop them. There's nothing you can do when the guy goes to bouncing away and you can't get your teeter-totter over that way, man. I am so annoyed. I'm so stinking annoyed at this stinking game, dude. I want to beat you, game. I must beat you. I must. I demand. Oh, wow. Yes. Racking it up, my brother from another mother. Rack it up, brother. Pop them biznitches. Man. Pain in the arse. Come on. Dude. 5. What is that number 5? Is that how many tries I've taken up? Come on, brothers. Oh, you can switch them. I see. Yes, I didn't realize I could make the dude switch around like that. I just realized that. That's how I get over that Kobayashi Maru when I can't get to it. There we go. Didn't help me there. Come on. Yes. That's how you do it. Yeah, there were times when I'm thinking to myself, there's no way you can make this. But now I've figured that out. You can flip the dude around. Yes. Flip the dude around. Flip it around, dude, bro. Oh, crikeys. Come on, dude. What is going on here? I don't know. I don't get it, man. But I am really struggling here. Yes, that's how you do it. You flip them around. Oh, man. Alright. Well, you know what? I just might not end up clearing a frickin' single screen of this game. And maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. But you know what? I'm stubborn, arrogant, hard-headed, determined, relentless, an idiot, all the above. Yeah, I love that flip-flop feature. If I could only now frickin' catch, that would be something, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be something? If I could only frickin' catch these frickin' mother frickers. Alright, it's not happening. Not happening. Alright, so there's something with the mouse. There's just something. You know what? Just for craps and googles, now we're going to put it on speed of fast. What's the difference in fast? I don't know. Not playing any better or any worse. Okay. You know what? This game was not meant for me to demonstrate any level of game playing excellence. This was not a game that was designed for me to show off with. I can tell you that much. Not gonna happen. Not happening. No showing off and going on here. Alright, so that's it. That is it. I have tried. I have failed. But what I have shown you is a little peek of Circus Atari for the Atari 2600. Fond memories of playing on the old school Atari. We never actually owned one of these at the Strow house. A couple years later, we'd ultimately get a ColecoVision and then ultimately get the Atari adapter for the ColecoVision, but I kind of missed the boat on the original Atari. Had many friends who had one. I was always jealous of them, so we'd either go after school and play it or sometimes skip school, don't tell my parents, go home and skip school and play some Atari games at friends' houses and stuff, you know. But the Atari was the coolest thing at the time, and there's so many fun games on this system. And this was just one of many games available on the Atari Vault collection for your personal computer. 100 Atari classics that you can play at home with no hardware needed. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have been the original gamer, VCS. If you did, then give it a like, give it a big fat thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to this channel. If you've got something you'd like to say, throw out a comment, let me hear it. Also appreciate it if you could share this video and share my channel with your friends. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all next time. Keep on gaming. Long live the cocoa. May the force be with you. Long live and prosper. Nanu, nanu. Peace out and bye-bye, everybody.